And welcome to the latest episode of Near Mist, which is my Let's Build playthrough in the game Shroud. And in previous episodes, we have been building our little, for lack of a better term, fort here near the beginning of Embervale, the game world. And we've been preparing for the arrival of our first survivor, which I've been tasked with retrieving. And that is the blacksmith. And the blacksmith is important because not only does he act as a gateway for getting the quest to grab all the other survivors, he's also going to be the gateway for me making better armor than the ragged t-shirt and shorts I've got on now. So it's important. This is everything has been gearing up to this, and that's the goal of this episode, is to bring the blacksmith home. Well, not to a home he knew, but to this little home that we've carved out of this post-apocalyptic fantasy world. Now, with all that said, I think, I've been thinking about this, and there's a bit more I think I should probably do before I go grab the blacksmith. And chief among those is the creation of a glider and a grappling hook. Now, Enshrouded has the grappling hook and the glider. These are interesting and somewhat unique items, right? The glider will allow me to glide when I fall from a height, and that's important. And the grappling hook will allow me to, not surprisingly, grapple stuff. Now, for most of the game, the grappling hook allows me to grapple special grappling points. They're kind of like metal bars sticking out of stuff, and I could use that to pull up or swing from. Later, the grappling hook can be used in other ways, but we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, I've got my work cut out for me because they require some bits and pieces that I need to get. The metal scraps and string, I think I pretty much have. It's the leather and the shroud spores. I need 12 shroud spores, and I got 6. Let me see here. So yeah, I need 2 there, and I need 10 there. So I need 12. And leather's easy enough to get. The shroud spores will take a little more work, because we need shroud wood too. Well, that will also take a little more work, and what that work means is we're gonna go into the shroud. So, I really don't enjoy the shroud, especially starting over like this, because a guy running around in torn pajamas is easy prey in the shroud. But let's see how this goes. That actually went pretty well, though. I have a whole lot less buffer to play with, so we're gonna need some string too. So while I'm out and about trying to gather the other components, I think I need to start picking up some other bits like fiber and whatever else I might find. So there were some wolves running around here, and there were sheep. If the wolves killed the sheep, and they usually do, I might find the sheep body. That might get me some leather hides, animal hides, whatever they're calling them. And it's good experience plus food, right? meat is probably one of the best foods for me at this point, so find me. I hear him. You know, he's getting ready to charge. See, oh, there he is. There we go. Did I hear another one? Guess not. Okay. You know, that is, I gotta say, these guys, it's not a procedurally created world, and I'm a huge fan of that, because it really, you know, really, that's, oh, he's over there. Hold on. Yeah. I love procedurally generated worlds, because they basically give you almost infinite replayability. Okay. Oh, seriously? Okay. There's nowhere to go but down. Oh, that guy was already hurt. Okay. Okay, this guy is randomly juking me. There we go. But this world is not procedurally generated. It is handcrafted, and I gotta say, it's pretty lovingly handcrafted, right? They with a lot of meticulous detail. Yeah, I don't know where you're running to. There's not much room for you to. Man. Okay. So really, I think the big thing at this point will be shroud spores. And there's a few more fallen up here. And then we might have to actually go into the shroud proper under the bridge. And that's spooky. Spooky. Again, especially for a guy running around in ragged pajamas. Hey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. took my little bottle of Red Bull. It gave me wings. So that was a classic wizard needs food badly moment. And we got through it. Though I still need 4 more spores. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to be doing all this without eating and drinking, because it's newbie zone. Temporarily forgetting that I'm a newbie. So I need to take my vitamins and eat my spinach so that I can take on these guys who are appropriate for my level. Maybe too appropriate for my level. Ooh. Nice. Okay, there's the shroud spores, so I need 3 more? And I guess there's nowhere to go but into the shroud then. Now, this is apparently an old bridge that they deliberately tore apart to keep the bad guys out, to keep them away from the vault that I came out of, to protect me, basically. And so they took down the bridge. Since I apparently survived, I'm led to believe that the strategy worked. But pretty rough looking ruins. And this is you know, I think one of my problems with the Shroud is I've never been much of a horror fan. Right? Let's see. Captain's Journal Day 20. We are hungry. We had to destroy the bridge, and with it our connection to supplies. But it worked. We haven't seen any more scavengers. The Cinder Vault and those within it are safe and should remain so. If we are to avoid starvation, we may have to take our chances in the horrible... Yeah. So, what am I hitting behind me? Even when I move, I'm still hitting something behind me. And this little teacup and the note are sticking up in the air. Okay. Whatever. Okay, let's get the last little bits I need. Stay on the path, lest the Shroud's kin take you. Salvation lies straight ahead. Kind of like when the Thorin, Oakenshield, and party went through Mirkwood, right? Gandalf told them to stay on the path, or it's almost certain they never find their ways out of Mirkwood. Of course they did, but not using the path. New lore page. We'll have to read that later. And we're basically running across the little valley that you would normally use the bridge across. But now that deep space is filled by the Shroud. Everybody's least favorite climatic or meteorological disturbance. So here we are on the other side, and what is this glowing thing over here? Oh, it's fire and lore. Sweet. So I don't want to go too far on this side because what I need is actually in the Shroud, which is my least favorite place. But let's just pop a squat here, rest my bones by the fire, and then we'll proceed a little bit. Right now, my well, I'm out in the middle of nowhere by a campfire, so my resting bonus isn't going to be a high. It's not radically higher when I'm at home yet, but you can really get it up there eventually. Let's see. Spectacular progress is being made to all those who set their eyes upon my wondrous. No, allow me to begin again. To all travelers, I have conquered this terrain with my greatness. I'm afraid that's not right either. The bridge is nearly finished, and I cannot find the words to express my joy. Confound it. How lucky we had a bountiful mine so close by for materials and ore. One thing I do know, I'll name this bridge Braylon after my dearly departed fifth aunt, though if she were still alive, yada yada yada. And that is from the Carpenter. Now the thing is, we have these multiple NPCs, and many of them are tradesmen, and you know, we're after the blacksmith, and then we'll go after the others. Now, as I said, I've played the game a bit before, and you know, there's lots of stuff that the blacksmith will help you, but the Carpenter, oh my gosh. I mean, you know, they don't have a mason. So besides making all the wood stuff, the Carpenter helps you make all the stone stuff. It's like, really? And then there's some metal stuff that the Carpenter helps you make. I mean, this guy is like a jack of all trades. I think what that happened is they might have like had all these different crafting trees, and NPCs matched up, and somebody made a decision that that's too many, so we're going to have fewer survivors, and they just, just kind of made the carpenter the catch-all for the ones they cut. Because let me tell you, once you get the carpenter unlocked as a builder, this is a very different game. And I kind of think it's as a builder's paradise in the first place. So the carpenter is going to be a key goal. But while I'm here, let's go ahead and grab some of this shrouded wood. That's twigs. There we go, shroud wood. Now, you know what's funny is regular wood at this point. I've been making stuff regular wood, and you can see it's spiritual king, alchemist. No, there's another guy you can get. But you've seen the stuff bugs. I must have hit the tab key. I was locked in on him. So you've seen the stuff I've been building out of wood now. And I mean, it's not bad looking. It's primitive, which is exactly what I kind of needed now. But strangely enough, the shroud wood, if you turn it into those building blocks I just unlocked, they are, I think, much better looking than the regular wood stuff, right? The only problem is the shroud wood is kind of a pain in the butt to get. So there's that. Also, the thing I hate is, for whatever reason, the walls look great, but if you try to make a column, it kind of comes out looking like a clapboard wall, right? It's just kind of got this layers or whatever, and I think that looks weird, really. But let's jump back into the shroud now that I've got my my timer reset back up to almost 5 minutes, and see if we can't find some guys standing around waiting to give me their spores. Because, some of them might resist. Some of them might be good spores about it. By the sound of it, they're going to be poor spores. Ooh! Stunned them both. This is a really ugly shield, but it has been... it's also a really ragged looking shield, but it has been somewhat effective so far, so yay. So we're definitely... Oops. I don't want to be here. There we go. Is there another one? Yep, there is. Okay. So what is the spore? I saw I got some spores. Let's... it's interesting when I play this multiplayer, people treat the spore timer in different ways. The group I run with, they are are much less averse to risk than I am, and so when there's times that their spore timer gets down to like a minute, and then they're trying to find a way out, but they're not freaking out. I didn't mean to do that, but for me, boy, when I get down to 4 or 5 minutes, I'm freaking out. I like having a buffer, a cushion. Okay, let's take... Oh, I gotta name this town. I won't name it now, but by next episode I'll come up with a name for it. Okay, let's see what we got. We got enough to do everything, right? So we've got, yep, 12 spores. And I need more string. And I think I've got enough. Oh yeah, I got oodles. Oodles. Okay. So the grappling hook and the glider. So we'll go ahead. I'm trying to... Oh yeah, I forgot I got a ring too. Oh yeah, it's not bad. I can take that. So, let's see. Glider, equip. And grappling hook. Where is that? Up here by the bow. And so those are equipped. So we'll give those a run here in a second. Let's drop off some stuff and go get us a blacksmith. So let's see. Can you not combine water skins? So I thought I was combining them somehow, but I'm not. I'm just swapping them. So that's why the amount goes up and then down. Okay. Try to put all the crafting material in one chest, though it's full. This is the building materials, but I'm going to have to put some crafting materials in here too. Now, there is a lot of stuff in this game. It's kind of like Minecraft, right? There's all sorts of different tiers of standard type items, and then there's a bunch of special items, and the thing too is you need it all, right? There are times that I love that sound. There are times you're gonna be overflowing with something, and you think, "Man, this is junk. I've never been told what I use this for," and you might toss it, and only to find that a play session or two later, you need not only whatever you had before that you tossed, but like 2 or 3 times that amount, right? But you're like, "Oh man." So, in classic gaming fashion, I try not to throw anything away unless it really does get to the point where I'm, swimming in the stuff, and I can easily get more. I just, good rule of thumb. We do have 200 arrows, and truthfully, 200 arrows should be more than enough. But I am kind of risk averse. Right? If 200 is good, then another 200 is better. So there you go. And they're just, all the cost is twigs, right? So this is good. Okay, we are going. Now this is where we got to go, and truthfully, we'll be getting up there at or after darkness falls. But there's all sorts of places around here that have cots. So instead of hanging out here and setting out in the morning, which is probably what I would do in real life, I feel confident enough that I'll just kind of go and camp along the way or something. Now, like I told you back in episode 0, I actually changed the length of the nights to match the length of the days. And part of that is I plan to spend some time running around at night, right? Because it's actually there's a lot of stuff that is only available at night. So it behooves us to be out after dark. But as I am pointing out repeatedly on this episode, I'm a guy in ragged pajamas right now, so I can barely survive the stuff in daylight. I don't think I'm ready to deal with the nocturnal nasties just yet. Okay, so that gets a bunch of flint. That rock that looks like mussels. And this is how you use the grapple. Whee! Now, normally I would have done a somersault right there, but that comes with the double jump skill, and I don't have the double jump skill yet. I'm not quite ready for it. Still a little ways to go, but we'll get there. That is, I personally feel like that's one of the skills that you need to grab, regardless of what build you eventually choose. Okay, so this is interesting. So there's a wolf, and he's standing by a red barrel, so sucks to be him. I hear a guy walking around. See if he gets close enough to the other red barrels. I knocked down a beehive. That made no difference. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of interesting to come back to your first glider. Ooh, silver chest. It's interesting to come back to your first glider. Well, magic knives, except I don't want knives. Use a terraforming tool or explosives to forge a path through the rubble. Explosive powder balls can be thrown. Explosive barrels are fun. That's what it is. So, these daggers. I don't need the daggers. I'm a sword and board type of guy. And this is going to quickly and easily break all this down for me. So I just go pick it all up. It's been my experience, as a general rule of thumb, anytime you see red barrels, the red barrels exist in this game for one or two reasons. They're there specifically for you to blow up so that they open or enable something. Like that one right there, I think, was basically, it kind of teach you that you can, all that stuff that you normally have to hack to salvage stuff. You can, blow up the barrel and it'll do the hacking for you and just pick all the pieces. The other barrels are placed in places where you're likely to be in a fight, bashing and thrashing, and you have to be careful because if you bash or thrash and you miss a guy, or maybe you hit him but you also hit the red barrel, well, the good news is that maybe the barrel explosion will kill him. The bad news is maybe it will kill you too. So, I think that pile of trash I could have searched. You can really get me talking. Okay. So we're good. And let's go ahead and repair. I think that these anvils, they definitely look like anvils. They also appear to me to look like old-fashioned ironing boards. Now you see, that's a barrel where I think they expect you to fight on the stairs. And I forgot there was a grapple point here. And of course you'd blow up the stairs if you hit that thing, so. Some lore. Careful with the shipment, Argon. Take care with this new shipment from the valley. The merchant said it's highly volatile. Apparently the explosives explode if jostled or tossed about. Who would have known? Anyway, I paid a pretty penny for this. Do not mess around here. I can't afford to fix another hole in the wall. Another hole in the wall? Is there a hole in the wall here? No. Just windows. Okay. I don't want that. Check out this barrel. Okay. Now, like I said, it's dark out there, but we got a nice place to sleep. Not a great place to sleep, but I mean, it's better than having to run back all the way out here. So let's kind of finish ransacking the place. And I think I might have told this story a while ago, but in the when I first got Minecraft and I was trying to teach my girls to play and they're watching me play, you know, I'm killing people and taking, well, I'm killing monsters and taking their stuff, and I'm going through villages and I'm taking all the villagers' stuff. And, you know, these girls are like 3 or 4 or 5, something like that, and they're like, hey, Papa, why are you stealing all their stuff? Out of the mouths of babes. So, that's when I quit doing that. Now, in this case, this is really the ruins, and the bad guys took over the ruins, and any way you slice it, the rightful owners are long since gone. So I have no problem taking all their stuff here. But, yeah, you try telling why a 4-year-old who's being told to always follow the rules, be nice to people, don't lie, cheat, or steal, is how you can justify stealing in a game, right? So, and I think that's like one of the things that maybe is a problem with like role-playing games, especially today, right? You don't kill people and loot their pockets. That's not how stuff works. I mean, theoretically, you know, we're really not about killing people, but even in a game environment, you know, you don't teach people to loot. That being said, let's clear this out so I can loot the camp. Okay, I can't see you. You can't see me. Oh, wolf too. I can't hit this dog. Okay, got him. Man, it was like dancing around him without hitting him. It's almost like I was trying not to hit him. And doing a fantastic job at it. Must be a hot day. I was fanning him with my sword. Huh. Is that all of them? Could have swore there was a guy up in that tower. Could be. I mean, it's been a while since I've played at this level in this area of the map. And there's been some big updates since then, so things might have changed. Ooh, resin. But there's a lot of great supplies in here. I mean, yes, this is nothing that a veteran player would be thrilled with, but for somebody who's running around in rags, this is all good stuff, Maynard. Now, grabbed it. I still haven't made up my mind about what I'm gonna do. I really think I'll just run around. Oh, there's a little explosive trap there. I don't know if explosive, but that's definitely a kind of a bear trap type thing. Yeah, I'm like I said, well, I was gonna say I'm a sword and board guy, but actually I don't have a standard style, right? So sometimes he'll be fine down there. Dieter fares well. Cease your prattle. He has shovel and fortitude. He'll be out of the mine shaft shortly. Perhaps he plays a prank on us. That scamp. Pray tell, did you put some provisions in there, Hans? All the same, he'll survive. Aye, the chest was fine bait, though we had some need of it. Fie. Should have considered this before. Okay, so it sounds like they did something to one of their own. Anyway, I don't have a particular favored style. I guess it just depends on the game and how solo friendly it is, and there's some games I would be a wizard. Other games I'd be a sniper ranger type. I've played thieves, played tanks. I jumped away from bombs. Ooh, look at all the stuff it left. I didn't mean to sit down, but okay, I'll take a break. Yeah, been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. Through so many games. I mean, being a gaming geek at my age, I've quite a few of them. Wonder what I'm supposed to do here. You remember what I said about red barrels, right? Which type of red barrel do you think this is? Yep. And look. Silver chest and lore. So we got that. Hop. Oh, excuse me. That hurt. I'm still coming off a bout of the flu, so it's still got a little weirdness in my lungs. Nine blew me to smithereens, those scoundrels. Dieter, go witness. We discovered a chest in a new tunnel, I swear it. Yeah, well, there's Dieter. But I think I could use this wand. It's better than the wand I made myself. I mean, not radically better, but... I mean, look at the armor I made for my... Ooh, what's that? Nails. Good. I mean, look at the armor I made for myself. So it stands to reason pretty much any armor I find is going to be better than what I'm wearing. Sometimes I really seriously question whether there is any advantage to wearing this stuff at all. But, ooh, salt? Excellent. And I got it for free. Because you don't want to be charged for assault. Oh, that one was so good it should be a crime. Oh. Okay. That's just how dad humor works. We crack ourselves up. So, this is nice. This is pretty. There's something over here. Oh, yeah. It's kind of a pit. But see, it doesn't look like they're mining. It looks like they dumped a bunch of this stuff in here, right? They filled up a hole. I'll take it. But lots of good sources for flint. Now, the flint building blocks, I think, look better than the plain stone blocks that we're using now. So that's some good stuff right there. It's just that it's a little less frequent to find, and it takes a bit more time and effort to mine. So there is something between... I mean, I'm headed in the right direction, but I can see there's something down in this valley, and I need to actually... There's a whole bunch of stuff in this valley. Huh. And I actually kind of need to go up the other side. I'm just... How important is this stuff? The thing about Enshrouded... Oh, there's a guy down there by the bonfire. The thing about Enshrouded is you can stick to the roads, right? Pretty much any place you need to go, you can reach by the roads. For the most part. I mean, like 99% of the time. Leaving the roads... Rookmore, okay. Leaving the roads is where you find some of the coolest stuff, though. So, if you play, if you haven't played yet, I strongly encourage you to stick to the roads when you're trying to get things done. But if you're not in a hurry, leave the path. Okay, you know, there's an elixir right there. This is the same elixir that caused all the problems. And later they'll tell you, you know, don't drink the elixir, but let me tell you, I mean, that's for flavor. The elixir is some good stuff, except it knocks off, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa! Slow down there, Tex. The guy with the Rocketeer helmet. There you go. And I knocked that. Oh, but there's another one. Okay. But the problem is when you drink the elixir, it lowers your resistance to the shroud, right? It knocks some time off your timer. Oh, here you go. The elixir, a flood of woe. It's a formula I do not quite grasp, sophisticated beyond imagination. I'm not surprised to know that the source of this recipe is otherworldly, created from the flesh of these tiny, delicate fungi growing deep beneath the earth. It grants power. Yet when I look at this flask, worry fills my heart. Blah, 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 blah. Yep. Ooh, silver chest. I don't know why I open chests by kicking them. It's like, am I a germophobe? I can't touch it and get my hands dirty. I mean, this whole world's rotted and ruined, and I'm going to kick chests because I'm afraid of getting my hands dirty. 14 damage, cutting 14. Okay, and this is 11 damage. Okay, swap it. This for that. And we'll salvage it. Salvaging gives you those kind of tokens, and we can use those tokens to beef up weapons and equipment later. We'll show you how to do that at some point. So I'll come up here, and this bozo. Okay. There we go. It cracks me up. They spend all this time making a big show, and then you use all these free shots. And then, okay. Whoa! Holy smokes! I found... Okay, that hurt. I found like the Peter Parker of Embervale here. Well, he's not very bright. He can climb up a wall with the greatest of ease, but he can't get around an obstacle. He's stuck behind a chest. That was his Achilles heel, literally. Okay. So health regeneration's active. Those elixir potions, what they do is they I think they give you a 10 or 20% damage buff on your melee attacks. So if you're a magic user, right, you're gonna spill everyone to death, then don't jump blindly into traps. Then it's no big deal. But if you're a melee guy, then elixirs are great. Oops. You know what? I really don't think I'm supposed to be working my... Whoa! Excuse me. I really don't think I'm supposed to be going through this encounter just yet. Oops. Wizard needs food badly. I don't want to use a potion, so I'll just come out here and take a very long break. Actually, it's a very short break, but either way. What? Am I in a hole? Yeah, okay. Kind of get my legs back underneath me. I don't think... Yeah. I need to go up on these cliffs to my right. I mean, there's lots of good stuff where I'm at. I just think I need... If I'm going to get the blacksmith, that's what I need to do. I don't think he's up that tower. The tower is a spire. That's a way to fast travel besides my bases. Oh, it looks like there's a trail that runs up here. So we'll take this. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so now just turn to my left here. This, yeah, not the tower. We'll come back for the tower. This little encounter zone here. There's some guy who's working in that big brass container. So, oh yeah, he's level 1, and he's going to make a big deal about the faces, and then he's going to, yeah, okay. Wonderful theatrics. It got you 0. We got another ironing board. We got some lore. Any bad guys? Let's see. Another failure. The cinder vessel broke down during testing. The rat I used inside was charred by the coalescent flame. A bright flash, then nothing. Thankfully, the side effect of blindness was only temporary. I've acquired a new subject, another rat, Igni. Hopefully our path to salvation. I cannot accept more setbacks. Balthazar. So the Balthazar guy, he seems to be the Doc Brown of this world. Oh. My turn. Oh. Dude, you need to put on some sunscreen. Now, oh, look, barrel. What type of barrel is that? That is, well, that was probably one like the one where they wanted you to hit it while you were attacking that guy, but instead I waited for him to run to me. Okay. Yep, okay. I confirmed it. This is the spot. Jump over here in the corner. Is there somebody in here? Yeah, there's somebody in here. Man, I'm either like on or completely off. Okay. So, so I can see all sorts of glowing stuff here. So there's some lore, and it says, venture forth, it's done. The cinder vessel is a delicate contraption, still volatile, yet brimming with potential and hope. The first human to enter will be our true prototype, the kindling of a new spark. Thankfully, the blacksmith volunteered. He must enter the vessel and sleep until roused anew, lest he slips into eternity. May the ashes of one age sustain the seeds of another. Okay. Wonder which one it could be. Search this area. Okay, I'm gonna go on a limb here, and I'm thinking, maybe this? Maybe this one? Let's see. Awaken the survivor. Okay. Subtle, guys. Summoning staff, so I can make a summoning staff. So, ooh, small chest plus one more at workbench. Good. And then fur boots plus 30 more at blacksmith. Jump and Jiminy. So, like I said, this changes the game a bit, and we don't need to hoof it back home, we'll just glide our way across the land. Oh, and Flame Altar wants to talk to me. Okay. This survivor will be a worthy addition to our cause. Place them into the world with a summoning staff, which you can craft from simple twigs. Let's see. To upgrade the altar, that's not bad. I mean, I'm not ready to do that yet, but that's doable. Oh, this is very doable. This is not anything super fancy. Okay. So, so let's do this. I think I will put him in the one closest to the little work area we made. And, oh, look at all the new stuff. So those are the flintstone blocks. And you can see all the different new building materials. Yeah, okay. Just make sure I'm not getting ripped to shreds while I'm looking at my menu here. I got hobbit doors, apparently. So if I want to build a hole in the ground, I could make a hobbit hole. All sorts of fences and palisades. Nice. A new type of scaffolding. So let's go ahead and select all the new stuff so it doesn't show up as new stuff anymore. Set my new baseline of what is known and not yet known. Nice. Now, I find it ironic that just like... fishing pole. Okay, this is all new from the new water add-ons. I find it ironic that the carpenters are going to allow me to make a whole bunch of metal and stone stuff in addition to the carpentry stuff. The blacksmith here has enabled me to build a whole bunch of wood stuff. Apparently the guilds aren't very strong or dominant in Embervale before the disaster. Okay, let's just empty my pockets as best as I can. But before I do that, let's move this. Actually, let's move it into this work area. And let's put it on snap mode. There we go. Let's make a summoning staff. And let's summon our new... I guess I won't call him a roommate. Colleague, no. Fellow villager? I guess that's as good as any. And I thought I could set the range as far how far you wander. Because let me tell you, if you don't do that, these guys really wander. And when you're trying to find them to have them craft something, it can be a pain in the butt. So, oh, there it is. So I can use control mouse wheel, 5 meters, 10, 30, yeah. So let's go to 5 meters. So this will keep him in his house in the crafting area. I got to also set his bed so that, you know, it's assigned to him. I thought I did that with the staff, right? And then I go to the staff. Oh. Bed occupied by Oswald Landers. Well, I guess it auto-assigned it. That's nice. Okay. I'm good with that. At long last I return. I am a humble blacksmith at your service. Let's prepare ya for what's to come.
What is it?
Yeah, humble blacksmith, my foot. Took you long enough to find me. Look at you, weak and puny, and they call you Flameborn. First thing you need is equipment. Lucky you woke me up first. Crafting a scrappy sword, a spike club, or some armor will serve us well. How about all the above? There's something wrong with your eyes, dude. Cleansing fire. Embervale can still be saved. Where there's ash, there's embers, kid. The Shroud suffocates the valley, so seek the elixir well with your new gear and raise the root of our misery, ignite the depths and set this evil blaze. Yada, 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 yada. I can hear the swelling music. The wind should be blowing his hair back. Let's see. Even with new gear, you shouldn't feel too safe out there. Rest up and eat well before you head out. A fire, a roof over your head, and some meat in your belly will prepare you for anything. I'm a firm believer of that in real life too. Grab something to eat on the way out. So we got supplies, lockpicks. Now the lockpicks, when he makes them, they only use 1 metal scrap. If I make them, they use 2. So it's cheaper to have him make them. A charcoal kiln, the forge. We make nails through him. Scrappy axe, scrappy pickaxe, scrappy sword. We'll make a sword because it's better than what I got now. I don't need the club. Leather armor. It looks better than what I have, though. It's going to make me cook like a cross between a Mongol warrior and somebody out of a Mad Max movie. But we'll go with that. Look at this. We can stock a proper kitchen now. So that's good. And we are good, I think. Upgrading weapons. So all upgradable weapons from your backpack action bar listed here. Yes, there they are. And you upgrade them with enhancing item unlocks new perks. And you upgrade them with, runes. You can see it there. Each perk costs runes. Gather runes by salvaging weapons and other equipments. I don't know why equipments was plural, but okay. Don't waste your breath. Yeah. Just a humble blacksmith. You have awakened your kin. The flame is pleased. Seek out more survivors slumbering in the Springlands. That was totally the plan. And there you have it. I mean, mission. This accomplished what I wanted to do this time. Let's check our quests. I thought I would have more at this point. Clear the elixir well. Okay. Fight against. You want to fight against the Shroud. The ruinous fog that's overtaken Emberville. Yeah. Springs from elixir wells. Let's see. I'm still level 2. Not really too close to level 3. Forge weaponry or armor. Yeah, I'm with you. You can craft new armor equipment at the blacksmith. Craft with him to create a scrappy sword, a spiked club, or any piece of armor. Crafting weapons requires metal scraps, which can be found in the world or dropped by scavengers. A spot for... Well, guess where we already were. So, let's just... Yep, there it is. Rookmore. More rook. I will rook for more scrap there. It won't tell me what that is. Oh, it tells me what this is. What does it say? Bridge construction report. Okay, and this must be the elixir well. So we've got our work cut out for us, but we have a. it's going to be a big episode of Martha Stewart meets Bob Villa, right? Because we've got a lot of stuff to build here, and not just buildings, not just furnishings. We're going to need to figure out a proper storage solution to start working on. I need armor and weapons, and I'm going to need to see what I can do about making those as powerful as I can. Just bunches to do, but this was a good run. Like I said, this I mean, if I'm being truthful, I wasn't entirely sure I was gonna finish getting the blacksmith back here in a single episode. I thought I could, and in fact I did, but I've played games like this long enough to know that the best laid plans of mice and men are often destroyed. This is a gorgeous sunset. I'm really digging it, especially since we have an atmospheric river outside in real life right now. So, but there you go. This is our little village. It's the same as it was last time, but now we got somebody else living here. But I think you'll find that in the next episode, this place will really start to come alive, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm apparently also hungry. But so what does that mean? I would like to build some more cottages for other survivors. Of course, I would like to, like I mentioned a minute ago, I want to come up with a proper storage solution that'll get us going for a while. Whether that is like a full separate warehouse, right? Or, putting like a cellar into our little inn building or whatever. Don't know. I'll think about that. I usually keep my food in one place and everything else in another, but at this point in the game, maybe I'll just keep them all together. And of course, there's a whole lot of crafting to do, right? We need to build those workstations and get them going. Experiment with the new block types we've got. Harvest lots and lots of materials. Try to, now that we can build magic chests, maybe start harvesting materials to enable that, and so the list goes on. So there's more than enough stuff to do, and but see, this is the nature of Enshrouded, right? If I really got to tell you, this game can really be whatever you want it to be. If you want action and adventure, it's got it. If you want to just explore every nook and cranny, this game's got it. Obviously, if you want to build, I think this game's got it in spades. And I think that's what makes it so great, quite frankly. And what's more, if you play multiplayer, that's what makes it great for multiplayer, because not everybody has to be into the same thing. If you have a group where one guy likes to be like, the castle steward and takes care of the organization and the growing of crops, and somebody else just wants to kill stuff, and another one is into decorating, and, everybody can find their niche and contribute, and that's pretty awesome. Speaking of awesome, that looks pretty cozy right there. Anyway, it is winter in the Northern Hemisphere, or close to it, so I hope this finds you warm and cozy where you are, and perhaps until next time, I hope this finds you with or in good health, good spirits, and perhaps a touch of good fortune. Cheers.